Hello everyone, I'm Nurul Aini, a Master of English Education at Interprasta PGRI University. This time, I will present a topic about using social media to boost EFL learning along with these tips and strategies. So, the first question was, why social media? In my opinion, it is because the social media is accessible and widely used. Social media platforms are available on almost every device, from smartphones to laptops. They are part of most people's daily lives, making them easy to integrate into learning routines. For example, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok can be accessed with a simple app or browser, even in rural areas with internet connectivity. By leveraging tools learners already use, you reduce barriers to engagement. And the second one is engaging for learners. Social media is inherently interactive and dynamic. It offers videos, images, and real-time interaction that are most exciting than traditional worksheets, of course. For example, watching TikTok videos with English subtitles or participating in Twitter's polls makes learning feels like a chore and more like entertainment. When learning is fun, motivation and retention naturally increase. And the third one is because encourages real-world language use. Social media contents learners to native speakers and authentic contents, enabling them to practice conversational English. For example, students might comment on a YouTube video in English or reply to tweets, practicing real-life communication skills. This approach builds confidence and prepares learners for practical language use outside the classroom. Relevance to EFL learning. What is the relevances? The first one is exposure to authentic language. Social media provides access to real-world language as used by native speakers and fluent users in various contexts.
For example,
such as
when
informal
learners
chats,
follow
professional
influencers
posts,
or language
or
educators
educational content
on Instagram or TikTok, they see how English is used naturally, including slang, idiomatic expression, and proper grammar. Authentic exposures helps learners develop practical skills and understand the nuances of the language, which textbooks alone cannot teach. The second one, opportunities for practice. Social media encourages active participation. Learners can comment, create posts, reply to messages, or join discussion all in English. For example, joining a Facebook group focused on English language learnings allow learners to practice writing posts or responding to questions in a supportive community. Practice builds confidence and fluency, especially when learners use the language regularly in engaging real-world scenarios. Benefits of social media in EFL. The first one is real-life context. Social media provides learners with a chance to interact in genuine, everyday situations. This could include commenting on posts, responding to messages, or even participating in live discussions. For example, a student could join an English speaking group on Facebook and engaging in conversations about trending topics just as they would in real life. By using authentic context, students gain practical experience that prepares them for real-world communication. And the second one, cultural exposures. Through social media, learners can connect with people from different cultures and see how English is used globally, including idiomatic expressions, cultural references, and tone. For example, watching a TikTok video made by a native speaker in the UK versus on in Australia helps learners notice regional differences in English. Understanding culture is as important as mastering grammar. It builds culture competence. And then flexible learning. Social media allows learners to practice English at their convenience, whether they are at home, on the bus, or during a break. For example, students can use YouTube to watch tutorials on English grammar anytime they have free moments. flexibility is crucial in keeping learners engaged without adding pressure to their schedules. And the last one is interactive learning. Social media is a highly interactive platform where learners can engage with multimedia content like videos, images, and live streams. For example, learners might participate in Instagram live sessions hosted by an English tutor asking questions in real time. They interactively making learning more engaging and helps retain students' attention. Tips for teacher. The first one is set clear goals. For example, if the goal is vocabulary enhancement, assign students to create posts using 5 new words they have learned, because clear goals ensure social media activities align with educational objectives. And the second one, provide feedbacks. For example, if a student writes a caption on Instagram, you could comment with a correction or praise for their activity or creativity. And then incorporate into curriculum. For example, use TikTok challenges to reinforce topics covered in class, like idioms or phrasal verbs. Integrating social media into the curriculum makes it a seamless part of their learning experience. And the last one is monitor usage. For example, review class groups or monitor public posts to ensure discussions stay respectful and relevant. Strategic for effective use. The first one is content creation. You may ask your students to create a post in TikTok or in Instagram about their hobby or introducing their activity or something like that. This strategy enhances learners' confidence and creativity by actively producing content. And the second one, group activities. For example, a class Instagram group where students discuss weekly assignments or share interesting articles in English. And then follow relevant accounts. You may ask your student to follow relevant accounts about English educators or something like influencer that always create a content about English. Then your student can learn English from them in a fun way. And the last one is interactive quizzes. For example, create an Instagram poll asking students to choose the correct meaning of new words or phrase, something like that.
So, these are popular platforms for EFL learning. The first is Instagram. I took an example from an Instagram account named at J Fujiwara. He often shares English learning videos such as prepositions, tenses, etc., with a unique method that is easy for everyone to understand. The second is Twitter. I took an example from a Twitter account named at Woodward English. They often shares interesting grammar quizzes for us to try polling. And the third one is TikTok. I took an example from the TikTok account English Teacher Claire. She often makes English learning video content with real-time examples. And the last one from YouTube. I took an example from the YouTube account Kero Kowan's English. Her content contains a lot of grammar, modern items, etc.
Conclusion. Social media isn't a standalone solution, but a complement to traditional methods like textbooks, lectures, and classroom activities. It adds value by offering interactive and modern ways of learning. Think of social media as a bridge that connects traditional education methods with the modern one, which means dynamic world of technology. Social media platforms allow learners to express themselves through posts, videos, and collaborative activities. This assignment or this engagement enhances their learning experience. Thank you for watching.